Good morning, Missouri. It's Friday, April 13th, 2018. I know, I realized that this morning when I woke up. I was like,
my email was full of April 13th, Friday, April 13th offers. So yeah, we'll be hearing a lot today.
Yeah, Friday the 13th, maybe not feeling so lucky with that forecast by the afternoon and evening hours. Strong to severe storms may be possible, but not worrying about that until this afternoon. Right now, out the door this morning, temperatures are in the upper 60s. We're at 68 in Columbia, 67 in Boonville. Hard to believe a couple days ago we couldn't get high temperatures within 20 degrees of that. That satellite and radar picture coming in clear this morning. Looking at your day hour by hour, we're going to be breezy throughout the day. High temperatures warming to near 80 degrees for this afternoon. That's when showers and thunderstorms will move in. We'll talk about what you can expect and when you can expect it coming up in my full forecast in just a little bit.
all right, Matt, thanks so much. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are calling for the governor to resign after Wednesday's scathing report.
GOP Representative Rob Schaaf penned a letter to President Trump asking him to call for Greitens to resign. The letter was also signed by Republican Senators Doug Liblaw and Gary Romine. Democratic Senator Gina Walsh also said the Democratic caucus lost faith in the governor. She's calling for the House of Representatives to begin the impeachment process as soon as it reconvenes on Tuesday.
Moral turpitude. I mean, for crying out loud. He coerced a young woman. He slapped her. Do you want him leading your state? I don't want him leading my state.
Gina Walsh, Republican Senators Mike Cahoe, Rob Schaaf, and Democrat Maria Chappelle-Nadal call for Greitens either to be stepped down or to be impeached.
Lawmakers are considering a special session to talk or discuss impeachment. House Speaker Todd Richardson says he'll talk with party leaders. The House committee investigating Greitens is extending its work until the end of the session. Anything beyond that would require a special session. Governor Greitens released a statement yesterday calling the House committee's report incomplete. Wednesday, prosecutors gave Greitens' attorneys a video of the former hairdresser's testimony after the committee released its report. Greitens' team says the videotaped interview backs up the claim the encounter was consensual. His statement says, in part, the report that was put out Wednesday did not contain this evidence, and the allegations in that report will be refuted by facts, including this video, depositions, discovery, and other evidence that will be subjected to the rigors of courtroom analysis. In 32 days, now 31, a court of law and a jury of my peers will let every person in Missouri know the truth and prove my innocence.
KOMU8 News spoke to a political science expert who says it's now a game of wait and see for the governor. Terry Smith told us what happens in the governor's trial could lead to a lengthy impeachment process, but some leaders are asking for immediate action. Smith says the relationship between Greitens and the rest of the legislature has always been strained, but this is the tipping point.
They're prepared to, and in fact are quite effectively, pursuing their own political agenda, with or without the governor.
Smith says no matter what happens in Greitens' trial, his political legacy is tarnished. With the committee's partial report coming out more than a month before the governor's trial, the question stands, will this taint the jury pool for the criminal trial? KOMU8 talked with a former prosecutor who says Wednesday's new information will play a major role in finding a fair and impartial jury.
What affects a jury trial is, number one, you have jurors that potentially have been tainted by both houses, 2-to-1 majority Republican houses against a Republican governor, announcing that the woman is credible. Right? That's damning if you are a juror and you pick that up at all.
The governor denied his opportunity to testify in the committee's report. Tackett says this is standard strategy. However, Greitens did make several public statements while refusing to comment for the committee. While most of yesterday's criticism was pointed at the governor, Democratic Senator Maria Chappelle-Nadal says she's disturbed by her colleagues' reaction to Wednesday's report.
Those facts are absolutely disgusting and abhorrent. Stay consistent. I'm asking the entire General Assembly to take it seriously when it comes to sexual harassment and when it comes to sexual assault, because I can tell you, as the victim, it does not feel good.
Chappelle-Nadal said in her nearly 18 years working at the Capitol, she's been sexually harassed 3 times. She said only one of her 197 colleagues tried to console her. She calls it hypocrisy that so many are criticizing the governor now.
If you're going to stand up and speak against the governor for what he did that was wrong, then you stand up not just for Democrats who have been sexually harassed, but you stand up for Republicans who have been sexually harassed. You stand up for every single person that has been sexually harassed or sexually assaulted. You do not pick and choose.
The Missouri legislative session resumes Tuesday, and lawmakers are expected to discuss how to move forward. Greitens' criminal trial starts May 14th. You can find a full breakdown of the report along with the governor's reaction on KOMU.com.
Here's what's happening right now. That's just in. The Oklahoma teacher strike now officially over after 9 days, according to the state's largest teachers union. That doesn't mean teachers across the state of Oklahoma are happy, though, with many already pledging to continue fighting for more school funding and higher pay. Why all the teachers aren't satisfied? Take a look here. It's what they were able to get from lawmakers. Almost $4,000 less than what they protested for in teacher raises, 4 times less than what they demanded for support staff raises, and $150 million short of their demands for education money. So the strike over, but they did not get what they were looking for in Oklahoma.
Wow, 2 weeks.
Right, okay.
The Columbia Inclusive Housing Team is working on a new approach to get housing for those with disabilities. KOMU 8's Sanaa Moore tells us more about the team's goal.
I'm here at the Boone County Family Resources Building, where the team was able to meet and discuss a plan for more affordable and safe housing for people with disabilities. Members of the group say people who can't afford housing become homeless or forced to live with their family. The team says most of their paychecks go to their rent, and there is little to no money left over for necessities. One of the facilitators of the discussion said the goal is to do more than just find housing for people with disabilities.
It's not only affordable housing, but it's universally designed, accessible housing, it's safe housing, it's housing that makes a person an inclusive part of the community.
At the next meeting, the team will discuss roles and assign them. Live in Columbia, Sanaa Moore, KOMU 8 News.
All right, Sanaa, thanks. An administration official confirmed President Trump plans to pardon Louis Scooter Libby. Libby was former chief of staff to Vice President Dick Cheney. He was convicted in 2007 of lying to the FBI and obstructing a CIA leak investigation. Libby was sentenced to 30 months in prison, but had his sentence commuted by President George W. Bush.
President Trump is reconsidering his stance on Trans-Pacific Partnership and is directing his top economic advisors to review the deal. Trump withdrew the U.S. from the trade deal in his first week as president and spoke against it on the campaign trail. The president previously said he supports bilateral trade agreements between the two countries instead of multilateral deals involving groups of countries. President Trump isn't waiting for the White House to speak out. He tweeted last night to talk about the Trans-Pacific Partnership himself. Trump said he would only join TPP if the deal were substantially better than the deal offered to President Obama.
Former FBI Director James Comey is hitting the road to promote his new book, A Higher Loyalty. It comes out next week, but we know there's plenty on President Trump. Comey says Trump is unethical and untethered to the truth. He also compares the president to a mob boss, calling his leadership ego-driven and about personal loyalty. The GOP is preparing its rebuttal to Comey's book. According to documents obtained by CNN, a new plan calls for Republicans to refer to Comey as Lion Comey to undermine his credibility. The official plan is already approved by the White House and is currently being overseen by the Republican National Committee.
Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigation is taking a new turn with a strategy that does not include an interview with Trump. NBC reports both Mueller's office and Trump's legal team no longer expect to sit down with the president despite months of trying to arrange one. Talks heated up and arrangements were being made until the FBI raided the office of Trump's personal lawyer, Michael Cohen, on Monday.
The U.S. has obtained blood and urine samples from Syria that show traces of chemical weapons. Activists and aid groups say dozens died in Saturday's airborne assault in Duama. The samples suggested the presence of both chlorine gas and an unnamed nerve agent. Russia and Syria have denied any involvement in the chemical attack.
A website CEO is pleading guilty for his part of running what authorities call an online brothel. In exchange for helping investigators, former Backpage.com CEO Carl Ferrer will serve no more than 5 years in prison. He has promised to help law enforcement bring down the site's creator. The U.S. Justice Department shut down the website last week.
The Food and Drug Administration is restricting the sale of Essure. It's a birth control device. The FDA says over the course of 15 years, it received more than 26,000 reports of pain, heavier periods, and irregular bleeding. The FDA says Bayer, the manufacturer of the birth control, can only sell the device if it lets women know about the potential side effects.
Schoen Consulting found 11% of U.S. adults and more than 1/5 of millennials either haven't heard of or are not sure if they have heard of the Holocaust. They conducted more than 1,300 interviews of those who have heard of the Holocaust. Many are fuzzy about the facts surrounding the systematic murder of 12 million people, 6 million of them being Jewish.
Strong to severe thunderstorms are possible for this afternoon and evening. I'll tell you what you can expect and when you can expect it coming up after the break.
Having cavities at a young age isn't uncommon, but just how many kids have them? Learn how more kids are likely to have cavities than others. The time is 4:41. You're looking live over the Columbia Regional Airport. KOMU8 News Today. We'll be right back.
Get to know Dr. Latricia Thomas.
I have a family practice here in Columbia, and I enjoy treating children and adults from regular checkups to dentures.
A concerned partner in your dental health.
It's my job to make you look and feel your best.
A reputation built on trust.
Every patient's different. We work with you to try to tailor a treatment to your needs.
Expert, accomplished, empathetic.
I know going to the dentist for a lot of patients is very stressful, so I try to make every appointment as comfortable and informative as possible.
Dr. Thomas at Thomas Family Dental, now accepting new patients.
STIHL, the power you need from the name you trust. This spring, pick your power, fuel or battery. Pick one of our easy-to-use battery-powered trimmers or our hard-working fuel-powered trimmers. Your nearby STIHL dealer can help you decide what's right for you. Search STIHL or visit stihldealers.com.
What's the one constant in life? Change. Hi, I'm Doug Wallace with All Weather. What hasn't changed in 25 years is our belief customers deserve competitive upfront pricing, the ability to approve work before it begins, and access to a real technician that's licensed and highly skilled, not a salesperson disguised that way. No matter your issue, plumbing, heating, or cooling, we're there to solve it expertly, on time, and on budget. Next time, call All Weather. We fix stuff. No surprises here.
Now, your live Doppler 8 First Alert weather.
Welcome back to KOMU8 News Today. 4:43 is your time. You're taking a live look over the Lake of the Ozarks this morning. As you're walking out the door, it's warm, a little muggy out there this morning with those dew points right around 52. Not really oppressive or uncomfortable, but definitely you can feel that humidity in the air. 68 degrees is our current temperature with clear skies, and winds are out of the south-southeast at 14 miles per hour. That's going to help pull in that warm, moist air as we go throughout the day today, and it's going to be another warm one. We'll have high temperatures back around 80 degrees with wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour possible throughout the day. So definitely a hold on to your hat kind of day. As we go into the afternoon and the evening hours, that warm, moist air is going to help give us the potential for some severe weather. I think between 4 p.m. and midnight, mainly to the west of Highway 63. Will dry out for Saturday. Then our next system will move through on Sunday, and we could see a rain-snow mix across the region. Looking at our 24-hour dew point change, the dew point is a measure of moisture, and these numbers are increasing. That's a sign that we're going to see those stronger thunderstorms as we go through the afternoon and evening hours. Winds are currently out of the south at 14 miles per hour, and they're going to remain gusty throughout the day. So looking at that wind cast as we head into the afternoon hours, wind gust up to 40 miles per hour, but this is sustained winds, about 26 miles per hour in Columbia, 27 in Jefferson City, 25 in Boonville. So certainly a skirt alert kind of day. Now looking at our setup for this severe weather potential, we do have this low pressure system to the north, this cold front out across central Kansas, and this warm front to our north. So this warm front's already moved through. That's brought us those warmer temperatures. So it's as this cold front pushes through the region that we'll see the potential for that severe weather. We have placed our storm mode index at a level 3 as we are expecting those strong to severe thunderstorms for this afternoon and evening. Again, mainly between 4 p.m. and midnight and along and west of Highway 63. Strong winds and large hail are our two main concerns. However, isolated tornadoes cannot be ruled out, so you definitely want to stay weather aware for the afternoon and evening hours and stay tuned to KOMU8 for the latest forecast. Cloud cover will build throughout the day. By midday, we're in the mid-70s, that cloud cover increasing. And by 6 o'clock, notice how we're still seeing a few peaks of sunshine across the region. That's something we're going to need to watch closely, as those peaks of sunshine, that's going to add additional instability to the atmosphere. Also notice at 6 o'clock how these thunderstorms are firing up across western Missouri and eastern Kansas. That's the area we're really going to need to watch, and then they'll begin to push through the region. This particular model bringing that in by about 10 o'clock. And then they're going to continue to move through the region. So we're going to be watching that closely as we go through the day. By Saturday, I think we'll hang on to a little more cloud cover than this is indicating, but we'll be watching that next system that's about to move through. That's going to be this rain-snow mix that's going to move in across northern Missouri. This pushes through the region. Not expecting any accumulation or any problems out on the roadways with this, but we are going to be watching it very closely as we go through the next several days and see how this forecast kind of evolves. But I think those temperatures will still top out near 40 degrees. Looking at your forecast for today, we'll see those high temperatures again near 80 degrees, and we are keeping that storm mode index at a level 3 with those wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour possible. Tonight, a low near 49 degrees. Again, keeping that storm mode index at a level 3 throughout the overnight hours. Looking at that extended forecast, we are going to see those high temperatures start to cool down as we head into Sunday.
Spring brings allergies, but some areas are dealing with a problem worse than pollen. Air pollution is causing health risks for kids. Learn how small dust could cause bigger problems.
You're looking live over Jefferson City. The time is 4:47. KOMU8 News Today. We'll be right back.
Missing teeth? Tired of dentures? We can help. Call now to receive custom dental implants at half the cost. Financing is available and your consultation is free. Call Huntline Dental Group now, 750-4640, because we love to see you smile.
At Slumberland's mattress sale, we aim high and price low. Like a Sealy Plush Queen mattress for just $349. Plus a Sealy Twin mattress as low as $99. Slumberland, it's a good life.
At Slumberland, we'll meet or beat any price.
Or we can do a lot better than the Tooth Fairy. We'll give you $100.
It's the Dream Team 30-day price guarantee. And it's only at Slumberland.
Our commitment is reflected in the quality of our products. We believe it's the pride in our work that makes Window World America's largest exterior remodeler. We stand behind our promise of providing you great service at great prices. Need windows, doors, or siding? We've got you covered, all backed by a lifetime warranty. Window World, simply the best for less.
Put a trip to Vintage Hill Farm at the top of your list for your gardening this spring. Vintage Hill offers 1,600 varieties of annuals, tropicals, perennials, trees, and shrubs. They have the best new plants as well as old-fashioned favorites. A dazzling collection of hanging baskets and containers will add instant beauty to your outdoor living space. Beginning gardeners and plant connoisseurs alike are welcome at Vintage Hill Farm, 6 miles northwest of the Boonville Bridge on Highway 87.
Missing teeth? Tired of old, loose dentures? Put pride and confidence in your future. Huntline Dental Group emphasizes custom dental implant placement at half the cost. Call now to set up your free consultation, 750-4640, because we love to see you smile.
Here's what's happening right now. President Trump ordered the creation of a task force to study the Postal Service and its financial difficulties. The task force is going to look into the post office's business model. It's similar to a commission that's set up by former President George Bush in 2002. The order says the Postal Service has lost $65 billion since 2007-2009 recession. They keep upping the price of stamps. Things are getting harder and harder for the Postal Service. Now the president wants it looked into.
40% of children in the U.S. have at least one cavity. This, according to a new dental health study from the Center for Disease Control. It shows Hispanic youth had the highest number of total cavities, while African Americans were most likely to have untreated tooth decay. Cavities were more common among older children and those from low-income households.
Air pollution could be causing health problems for young children. A slight increase in air pollution can trigger respiratory infections. The biggest problem is small particles of dust, smoke, or soot. Researchers in Utah found a spike in lung infections after people experienced several weeks of poor air quality. People in Colorado who work in restaurants and hotels are most likely to use marijuana. The Colorado Department of Health looked at surveys of more than 10,000 residents. 15% of workers use marijuana. About a third worked in the food or accommodations industries. The goal of these surveys is to show public health experts where to direct health and safety information.
Health officials in Madison County, Kentucky confirm a case of hepatitis A in a fast food worker. According to the reports, the person diagnosed worked at a McDonald's in Berea. The employee worked at the restaurant on Glades Road. On March 23rd, the health department officials said that the employee worked the one full day and then fell ill. Went to the doctors and tested positive for hepatitis A.
While hepatitis A is typically transmitted through contaminated food, this is not as big a deal as if, say, they had gotten in lettuce that was contaminated with the virus. That would have been a much broader warning and a much higher risk.
Health officials say the risk to customers who ate at the McDonald's on March 23rd is low, though anyone who's concerned can be tested for hepatitis A by their doctor.
Live look over Columbia at 4:52 on this Friday morning. We'll be right back.
At Baumgartner's, this bonus coupon's good for instant savings on Lazy Boy.
$50 off Lazy Boy recliners.
100 off sofas and sofa recliners.
200 off sectionals.
If you don't have a coupon, just use this code.
And no code needed to get low down floor model prices on these top-rated Tempur-Pedics.
Don't miss the chance to save 20% on America's favorite mattress.
Sale ends April 30th.
Only at Baumgartner's.
In Avaz and Columbia.
Sight and Sound Theaters presents one of the most powerful Bible stories ever told, playing in Branson.
Samson, you're going to deliver our people from the Philistines.
God gave him the strength to fight thousands. But his greatest challenge will be living with his own choices.
We will destroy Samson.
Samson, live on stage at Sight and Sound Theaters.
Are you behind on your mortgage? Is the bank threatening to take your home? Is your house underwater because you owe more than it's worth? Are you considering trying to get a loan modification on your own? Did you know that less than 5% of people who tried on their own actually got a modification? At the Mortgage Modification Helpline, we know the rules and regulations banks don't want you to know about. And we've helped thousands of people stay in their homes. Are you struggling to keep up? Are you past due on your mortgage? If so, we can help. It doesn't matter if you have bad credit, been turned down, or if you're currently getting the runaround from your lender. The call and consultation is free, and it only takes a few minutes to find out if we can help. So call the Mortgage Modification Helpline today, and let's get your loan modified into one you can afford.
Please call 800-470-4219. That is 800-470-4219.
Get ready. It's time to test your weather IQ.
True or false? The current tornado ranking scale is called the Fujita scale. The answer is false. The current tornado ranking is called the Enhanced Fujita scale. It was revised from the original F scale in 2007 to better estimate wind speeds based on damage to different types of structures. The scale goes from 0 to 5.
Watch KOMU 8 News at 6 for the First Alert Weather IQ question of the day. Brought to you by Break Time and Jiffy Lube. Now, your live Doppler 8 First Alert weather.
Welcome back to KOMU 8 News today. 4:54 is your time. Looking at our temperatures across the country this morning, we're at 68 in Columbia, 64 in Little Rock. You can see this big patch of warm air across the middle of the country and the southeast of the country. We're actually warmer than Atlanta and parts of Florida this morning, even close to Miami. Miami is at 73. We're at 68. I'd say that's pretty comparable, but look at this big contrast across western Kansas. It's 71 in Wichita. 37 in Denver. You can see where the change in temperature contour is here. There's a cold front there, and that's going to move through as we go into the afternoon and evening hours, giving us the potential for some strong to severe storms. Until then, we're going to have gusty winds. Wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour will be possible throughout the day. Right now, those sustained winds are out of the south at 14 miles per hour. As we continue to go through the day, if you have that trash can out there, trash can wind meter, it's going to be likely in the neighbor's yard to down the street, as those winds again will be gusting up to 40 miles per hour. Looking at your today planner, 69 degrees at 9 a.m. By noon, we're up to 75 degrees. That cloud cover is going to continue to build as we go throughout the day, and by 3 o'clock we do have a very slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. I've put the storm mode logo here because that's when we're really going to be watching to our west to see those thunderstorms to form. We'll track them hour by hour coming up in just a little bit.
All right, here's what's happening right now. A federal judge says Uber drivers are not company employees. It's the first ruling of its kind in what is a critical issue for the ride-hailing company. The U.S. judge in Philadelphia ruled that the limousine drivers for Uber Technologies are independent contractors and not the company's employees under federal law. The judge says Uber doesn't exert enough control over drivers to be considered their employer. This decision on the federal level will now override lower court rulings in New York and California, where those states decided that they were employees.
Interesting.
So this is a big switch and at a higher level.
Right. Well, and Uber has certainly had some bad press. So
yes.
Thank you.
The time is 4:56. You're looking live at the Columbia Regional Airport. KOMU 8 News today. We'll be right back.
Quick, what's the first thing you think of when you need health care? We want it to be Family Health Center, primary and preventive care for the whole family. Think of us first when you get sick, need an annual checkup, for newborn and pediatric care, chronic disease management, immunizations, or referral to a specialist. We take all major insurance plans and offer discounts for those who qualify. Plan now for good health. Make Family Health Center your first choice for primary care. Now in East Columbia on Broadway Bluffs Drive. Family Health Center, health and care within reach.
We're live at Landmark Bank where a Wolfman has been spotted. This is unbelievable.
I know, right? When I heard that Landmark is open on Sundays, I had to see it for myself.
Wait, did you say they're open on Sundays?
Yeah, actually, they're open every day from 7 to 7. So you can bank after work, when there's a full moon, whatever works for you.
Unbelievable.
At Landmark Bank, our unbelievable hours mean we're here for you from 7 to 7, 7 days a week, even on Sundays.
Has your AC busted, computer crashed, appliance broken? Then you need ARW, American Residential Warranty.
Hi, it's me, Anthony Sullivan. And yes, you've actually caught me at home relaxing, because life's been pretty worry-free since I got coverage with American Residential Warranty. Home appliance repairs and replacement can cause stress and cost you over $3,000 per year. But ARW has home warranty plans starting at less than $1 a day.
My air conditioning broke on a Sunday. It was so hot. I called ARW and they came out and fixed it right away.
You won't believe what ARW covers. Heating and air conditioning, washers and dryers, kitchen appliances, plumbing, water heaters, electrical systems, flat screens and laptops, even pools and spas, and so much more. All plans are fully customizable and come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Call now and get a home security system free with any plan. Call American Residential Warranty. They'll get you covered.
Call or log on to getahomeplan.com to find out which home warranty plan is right for you.
This is the KOMU 8 Cares calendar.
This Saturday, sign up for National Crime Victims' Rights 5K, promoting crime victims' rights and services. The first 300 participants get a free t-shirt. Also this Saturday is the Royal Tea Party. Come dressed as your favorite princess for an afternoon of dancing, singing, crafts, and special guests.
This KOMU